Hey runners, happy Sunday, September 6th. We are almost one full week into the month, and I don't know about you guys, but here in Phoenix, it's still pretty hot. September is generally warm. I'll call it hot. Average highs are 104, but we've been dealing with 115, 114, and today's supposed to be 112, which it always seems like the meteorologists here in Phoenix always predict the temperature to be cooler than what it actually is. It's kind of I don't know, gets under my skin, I guess. I should have been a meteorologist, right? Then everyone can blame me for the weather. But it always seems like they'll say 111 and then the high is 113, 114. So predicted high today is 112. We'll probably get to 113, 114. Yeah, so be it. It's better than 120, I guess. But yeah, it's still a little bit muggy out there. And we're getting really sick of it as runners here in Phoenix. We expected in June, July, and August. By now, we are just ready for it to be over. But we're all out there running. It's great to see the community getting out there running, biking, walking, you name it. We're all still doing it here, and I hope you guys are also doing well out there with your running, whatever it is that you do. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so down the bottom. And if you have any comments, please feel free to. I've heard back from a few people and definitely appreciate it. I'd like to know what you guys are doing when it comes to running, since that's what I love to do as a certified coach, but a runner all around for over, 32 plus years. So, yeah. Okay, I'll give you guys kind of an update. This is looking at the calendar online here. Yeah, the end of my 6th week of, I'm calling it recovery from COVID. If you don't know, I had COVID back in the middle of July. Of course, the test came back negative, but I got an antibody test, which this is an update. Last weekend, I got an antibody test, and I meant to say this on my previous video, but I figure I'd save it and let you guys know now. There was an antibody test given last weekend. I went to get tested, and keeping fingers crossed that it would come back positive, because my COVID test came back negative at the end of July after 16 days of not knowing what my results were, which was, I don't know, I was skeptical, you could say, about it. I had all the symptoms. So last weekend, there was this rapid test. Basically, you get in your car, you schedule an appointment, and everything's drive-through. They do like a blood draw in your finger, and within like 10-15 minutes, they'll have the results. The folks give you a call and let you know, if you have it, if you don't, and what type of antibody. So I got the call back. It was Saturday afternoon, and they said that I came back positive for the antibody IgG, which I don't know offhand what that is, what it stands for. I did, but all I know is that it's supposed to last a little bit longer than the other type of antibody. I think it's IgM. So it's supposed to stay in your body. Now they're saying, well, these are the health officials, but I really don't know, and who really does, right? This is a new virus with COVID. But if you have the IgG antibody, like I do, you're supposed to be immune for 90 days. So what does that mean? I don't have to wear a mask? No, absolutely not. I'm still following all the guidelines and taking precautions to protect myself and also protect others out there. So I still wear my mask when I'm in public, like at the stores and all that. It just means that you have the antibody, and potentially you're immune to it for, right now, I believe the health officials are saying 90 days, but that to me doesn't matter. I'll still follow the guidelines. I don't want to get it again. Some people have gotten it twice, so long story short, yay, I got the antibody, so I'm excited, but most of all, it confirms what I originally thought of having COVID. So, yeah. that's why I've been in this kind of recovery phase for the last 6 weeks. It really took a good, probably like what, 3 weeks. I'm looking at the calendar here online. My first week, it was just 7 miles, and that was a really crappy week because, week before, towards the end of the week into the weekend is when I started basically my recovery, although I really still felt awful. I didn't have a fever. Week 2, I started running a little bit more. My mileage for the week 1 was like 7 miles of running. Week 2 was basically the same. Week 3, I started to make a little bit more headway into it and was starting to run a little bit more, I don't want to say comfortably, but there is a route that I run, which is 1.58, and I would do that once or twice during the week, kind of gauge where my progress was heading. And I check on my heart rate to make sure that I wasn't running too high. I was trying to stay like at or under 80%, and it didn't take long. Week 4, was getting better. Keep in mind too, I did lose quite a bit of weight, but my weight has come back up, probably a good 6 pounds from losing 8. So not that I want to gain any more. Really, the body fat's what I want to keep down, but it's come back up as expected. But the last couple weeks have been really good. I ran, for my longest run last week was 5 miles. That was solid. This week of running, I did my 1.58 route again, and that was the first time, I think, actually in 3 weeks. I felt pretty good. My heart rate was 126, and normally, like when I started that route, my heart rate would shoot up to 130, and most of all, my pace was really slow, getting close to 12 minutes. When I did that on the 31st, my average was here 10:50, so I dropped my pace quite a bit. Definitely making progress. This week I closed out with looking at here about 16 and a half miles, so that's good, going from 7 to 16 and a half. I'm not trying to increase too crazy. Maybe I'm increasing it by a mile to like 3 miles max, but I might be holding steady, between that 15 and 20 miles here for a little bit. This past week, I did some speed workout because I'm actually, if you don't know, doing a 5K race this next Saturday, and I'm excited about it. It's a local race by a friend and coach of mine. He's a good guy, really good coach, and social distancing, everything's going to be in practice. But it's just a good opportunity to see where I'm at, especially now. I'm definitely not going to be anywhere close to what I normally run my 5K. I'm about 7:45-ish pace. Where I'm going to land, that's a great question. When I did my speed workout, I did a 2x1 mile repeats, and I averaged that one at 9:25 average. Quicker than I thought, actually. If you saw my video last time, I'd mentioned that I was expecting to possibly be like 9:45, but under 10. So I'm excited. Can I hold 9:30 pace? I'm going to say probably not. I just hope I don't go out too quick. As many of us runners sometimes do. It is hard to hold back sometimes, but the nice thing is I've got an athlete that I coach, and I believe him and I will probably be pretty close. So I'll have to talk with him and see what his strategy is and what I think he can do, and maybe we'll run together for a little bit. But I'm competitive. I want to do well, but most of all, I want to feel good. It's going to be a hard race, like all 5Ks are. But I've been watching myself over these last 3-4 weeks, and my heart rate is coming down when I recover, and it's not shooting straight up, after just a short mile run. So I've put my body through a little bit of stress, and I'm getting some positive feedback from it. Yesterday it was 5.25 miles. It was my first, I guess, real test of something of a little bit of distance, of going up a pretty good hill. About 4 miles or so west of us, we have this hill we call Desert Foothills, because it's on a street called Desert Foothills. And it's a pretty good climb from the bottom to what happens is it starts at the bottom and it goes up a little bit, several percent obviously, and then it curves a little bit to the left, and then it tops out at where this trailhead in the parking lot. That's about 1.25 miles. Before I came down with COVID, it was still a tough run. And I would go up that hill about a 9:40, 9:45 pace. Yesterday when I did it, I wasn't obviously trying to do that pace, but I was just trying to go off of effort and see where I'm at. So I did it, and I was averaging like 10:30 to, I guess, 10:45-ish pace towards the very top, where it's a nice climb for a good almost quarter mile after that turn. So good run. I was a little bit pooped out. I rested at the top, and I went downhill for a little bit for a quarter mile, turned around, and then took another short break, and then finished out the run. But I was tired, and I could feel it for the morning part after I got home. So I did tax the body, but I felt pretty good, and I'm feeling good today. Today I just did a 2.5 mile, pretty easy for the most part. Although the Garmin watch here said I was getting up to like 161 for my heart rate, which obviously is not right. So again, as you know, I like to do the manual heart rate while I'm running. When it said 160, I was averaging, about 130, maybe 136. So today, nice easy run. I'm off tomorrow from work because of Labor Day, so I'm going to actually do my speed work tomorrow down at the park where we have been doing most of our speed workouts over the summer. So it'll be just short stuff, like maybe an 800, a couple 400s, maybe close it out with 200, something like that, just to get some leg turnover. And then, I'll just kind of take it easy throughout the week, throw in some miles, and then Saturday will be the race. So I can't wait. I will definitely let you guys know how that comes about. So anyways, that's about it. Kind of a recap of my week. I am feeling better. Hopefully you can tell in my voice. Just excited, really. I'm excited for, I guess, what's coming ahead. Although there probably won't be that many races here the remainder of the year, and who knows for 2021 to start things off. But I would say in the next 4 weeks, our weather's going to start to cool down, maybe even before then. And I'm just really looking forward to cooler weather, regardless of like how slow I may be running. I'm able to run, and I'm so thankful to be in that position. Although I would like things to progress a little faster. It might still take some time for me to get back there. But I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe most of all, wherever you're at. Let me know what you guys are doing for any upcoming races or virtual races, or maybe just logging in some miles. But if you have any upcoming races, let me know about it. I don't know too many that are happening. The CIM Marathon in California, in Sacramento, the California International Marathon, that's a big race for especially a lot of the runners who are trying to get into qualify for Olympic trials, which obviously already happened. That's usually like one of the last marathons. Usually it's a month or a couple months before the close, to be able to qualify for the trials. I don't know if that's happening. I guess it's kind of a crapshoot, but I would imagine they'll have to let people who are registered for the race know here by like early October because of all the travel plans that have already been made. Let me know if you're registered for that race or any race for that matter. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Labor Day weekend. Stay safe out there, and thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.